Hey everyone, welcome for week 2 on the Spitfire Mark 8 build and on the bust of the tall man from Phantasm. Really good week, guys. I mean, it was fun. I mean, got the base finished up on tall man, and then what I was really happy about is I was able to get the Sentinel sphere that's in the middle of the base, you know, the thing with the pointy things. I got that to reflect very well, and I explained how I did that in the video. And got quite a bit done on Spitfire. Yeah, so engine housing, body together, you're just going to have to watch. And then, of course, it snowed yet again. So I spent most of today, which is Friday when I start doing when I do these. I spent the first half of the day pretty much from 9 a.m. till 11:30, 12 out shoveling snow, and I will share some of that with you. I took the camera outside to show you how much snow. I mean, there's been a lot of snow since Christmas weekend for us. I mean, it's crazy how much snow we have gotten. But anyway, it is shoveled, so now we're just waiting on the city to start plowing the other roads. You know, driveways are shoveled, sidewalks are shoveled. You know, we do that, but I have not seen a plow truck out all day today. But hey, you know, it is what it is. But if you are new to my channel, guys, please click on the subscribe button. Click on the little bell, and you definitely are going to be, you will know when I upload the video. Sorry about that, guys. And we are now at 440 subscribers. So 10 more, and I'll be ready to, I am itching to just give you guys something. I mean, again, it's the 1350 TOS Constitution Enterprise. There are the different hull markings for different ships, registry numbers, names, and also in that pack there is the Mirror Universe decals to make your starship Terran. And also the other thing that I am giving away is the wallpaper, what I call wallpaper decal, Aztecing for the Discovery USS Enterprise, Pike Prize, however you guys like it. But yeah, so I have those. So once we reach 450, I will do a special video, and we will get those. We will take care of that. And trust me, this is not going to be the only giveaway that I will do. So again, thank you. I really appreciate all you people subscribing and watching me every week, or pretty much every week, and it really means a lot. But if you have a question on a technique I did, if you had a question on why I did it, or hey Buck, could you just do a video that goes more into why you did this and how you did it, please put it in the comment sections. And also with that, hey, I love hearing from you guys. So hey Buck, great job. Hey Buck, wow, or hey Buck, what the heck were you thinking? Again, put it in the comment sections, and I usually answer within 12 to 24 hours. But that's enough of me. Let's get to the bench and see what got done. Hey everyone, welcome back. And as I did do some work over the weekend and did some yesterday, so I was going to share. So I got the neck and the coat. I mean, there's still touch-ups, but I got most of that done. So now next comes, and I got this. There's still touch-ups, trust me, but now the next point on this is getting this all masked off so I can do the Sentinel ball. And yes, I have already gloss coated it to protect the paint for me doing this kind of masking, and if somehow a little bit gets on there, I can wash it off. So that's that project. And I got some more done on the Spitfire. I'm getting ready to start doing some more things, but I got the two halves together, and then here is the inside of the cockpit. Let's see if I can share that really well with you. If not, I will take pictures. But so this is all sealed up, ready to go, and yes, there's definitely some seam work. Now the next part is I got the main wings finished, or you know, the wings, and yeah, check that out. I love that. That's cool. And same on the tail flaps. Now I didn't put the rudder in yet because I got to get some paint done, and I want to make sure I can get to it. But I've got everything sanded down, and now I got a few more pieces to put in, And then before I do those, I want to try to get this all in here and suit it up well and that. But that's where I'm at. And so yeah. So I'm going to finish getting Tall Man masked off, and I'll start showing you how I do, because the client would like it to be as mirror shiny as he can. So I'll show you how I'm going to achieve that, or fingers crossed, gonna make sure I get it achieved. So let me get back to it, and I will be back and I will share. Okay, guys, I got it really well masked off. And if you don't know, if you think you need more, then do it, because trust me, I thought there's been enough, and I've oversprayed. And I'm talking like, wait a second, how the heck did I wasn't even spraying in the back or up by the, the head, and all of a sudden you take all the masks and you go, what the heck? But yes, now I'm going to start on the Sentinel Sphere. And I've loaded my brush up. I'm going to be using Vallejo, and I loaded my brush with semi-gloss T.B.I black paint, because even though the Vallejo line is great, if you do like you put a gloss black coat or semi-gloss black coat, it's going to bring out that shine more. And I learned that from some others. But basically, guys, just again, like with any painting, and I'm sorry that, let's see if I can get it there. Don't try to get it all done at once. Just, slowly start putting it in. Just get the texture down, or, and I don't know the best way to say that, but yeah, and yeah, the fun, huh, of getting this. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna do semi-gloss, and then once it dries good, then I'm gonna go in with the Vallejo, and I'm going to definitely be going in with the Vallejo Model Air Chrome. This looks really good. Give it that nice shiny mirror effect is what he's wanting. And then once I get all that done, I like it, and I get it clear coated, then I'm going to actually go back with some of my Tamiya stuff to do polishing and fixing clear parts. If you haven't seen that, I do talk about that in a couple episodes, how to fix those clear parts that I learned from watching other builders on YouTube. But yeah, this is fun. I mean, it's really, really, really fun getting paint in. But like I said, I want to get this all done. And I mean, by all done, I'm going to get even the touch-ups done. And then I am going to get this masked off, and I'll probably just do a plastic sandwich bag or something, get it all in and taped, so I can start working on the tall man's face. But I want to get it. The reason I'm doing this last is, one, it's kind of a pain in the butt to mask off, but this way, if I already had this done and I forgot to put a mask or something, then I start doing this and I get all that effect I've started up there, and have to go and do repaint. So again, like I said, I'm just going over it. I'll probably do another pass. But I just want to make sure that is getting everywhere. And I still have to do the spear blades. I still got to work on those, but I want to get that started. And yeah, so I did. Yeah, let me see what I put them. There's not that one. It's like, oh, I got 3D printer. Let me try to see if I can do a little bit better, because I mean, I like their casting, but there's a lot, and I got to do that. I got to find where I put the darn thing. Where did I put you? Huh, I'll find it and I'll show you. Because I know I got it here. I just don't remember where I put it. So give me a second. Let me look for that. Okay, I found it. So I went and I found a print design, and it's not bad. I mean, here is the cast part, and I like that look of the blade more, which I'm going to probably do on this. But I like this because I'm going to do a little bit more to thicken it up. But this way, I don't have to worry about it when I go and sand it, because I got to sand it down quite a bit. I mean, get it in there. But I don't have to worry about it breaking, because if I can do it with this, if I can get it 3D printed and do it that way than I am. But let's see. So that's the part, and that's the 3D print is behind, and this is the fit part. So I'm working on, because I like the curvature of this. So I'm working that out. But first things first, got to get the bottle done. So at least while that's drying and I get the Spitfire going and drying, getting parts together, I can do that. So with that, guys, I'm gonna get back to work and I will return. Alright, guys, that is dry, and that's the great thing about doing airbrush is unlike trying to hand paint or hand paint in, the thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to dry. But with the airbrush, it particleizes it, and yeah, you still got to wait for it to dry, but it gets there pretty quick. So I am using the Vallejo Model Metallic Air, and this is the chrome. This is the chrome one. And the great thing with Vallejo, guys, you don't have to really be over crazy with it, because a little bit definitely goes a long way, trust me. And I'll show you what I mean. As soon as that gets out, there we go. There we go. And by a little bit, do that so I don't get chrome everywhere like I just did. But a little bit, guys, and I do mean a little bit. That is basically it right there. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. Probably more than I need, but then I do a lot of water for my thinners, but especially with the Vallejo, I will use my T.B.I thinner or Vallejo thinner, and to do it. And just to, it's designed for air, but it's not bad to get it, get it thinned down just a little bit. And then just like everything else, guys, especially with metallics, I've learned, you're going to want to be kind of far away. You don't want to be right up here, because what will happen is then it'll start running. And so as you can see, and like I said, I'm not going to try to get it all done at once, because if I did that, then it really would look like heck. The great thing about having things masked, that tape just likes to go everywhere, right? And I always have a towel, a paper towel, or something that I can get into, so I can blow it out and go from there. So there is one coat, and I'll show you. And trust me, I'm gonna do another couple of coats and then go from there. But so I'm not going to make you watch me do that, but I just want to show you how much that Vallejo metallic, those Vallejo paints how far they can go, and just trying to get started. So I'm going to keep painting, and I shall return when it's done. Well, good morning. It's Thursday and back to work. I did do a little work yesterday, but yesterday it started as a winter storm advisory, and then last night it went to a winter storm watch, and then probably by tonight it'll be a winter storm warning. We'll see. But basically, I did get some more painting done, and then I went and tried to get all the snow and ice buildup from the last 3 storms, because oh my gosh, North Dakota, January 12th, it was 34 degrees, 34, 35, so I could start getting a lot of that up out of the driveway to make it safer, not only for my wife and son, but also for my daughter, granddaughter, so they're not, slipping. So that's what I did most yesterday. But, so, I'm going to share with you a lot of things what I've done here, and yes, Tall Man's still being worked on. I'm working on something, and I will share once I have it pretty well squared away. Yeah, let me get some things cleaned up, and I will come back and I will talk about the engine parts that I got painted and get on with that. So let me get some things squared away and I will return. Okay, so this is all the engine, and the instructions tell you paint the engine semi-gloss, but I painted it flat. And then I was just going to do a little weathering. And then I really got looking at this again. And this is an engine in the Spitfire. And I'm not seeing very much black. I'm seeing a lot of the cockpit green, and I'm seeing a little bit of the grays, but I'm seeing a heck of a lot of that kind of green and gray. So for the engine, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have to go through and do a little, I'm going to do some dry brushing to get that effect. But we'll get there when it comes time. So I started working on getting that painted up. I like that, and yes, I'm going to weather that up. Got a lot of the stuff done. But the one thing I wanted to share with you guys is these exhausts right here. And man, they're great, but they're kind of fidgety. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And yes, they are pieces 4 and 5. So 4 goes on the starboard side and 5 goes on the port side. So let me get another one clipped, and yes, I will do definitely some touch-up painting on them when I get it done. But also the weird thing, and it shows you in the instructions, but you gotta, when you do these guys, you gotta go start here and go up, because if you try to go here, you're gonna run into trying to get that piece to get in there. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me cut another 5 out. So okay, so so if you start from the front, make sure I got that going the right way. So if you start from the front like that, oh, get in the camera, Buck. Sorry, guys. You start in the, let me see if I can get it here for you. I am sorry about that, guys. There we go. Okay. Still on there. Okay. So if you start from the front, you got one there, and then you're going to have to try to wiggle this. As you can see, you're going to have to, let me see if I can get a pointing out. If you start from the front like this, then you're going to have to try to wiggle it in the next part there. So best idea is just start from the back, and I think that's the only way you really should and need to do it. So one of the things I do is, I definitely have my tweezers, because I like to, drop things, but see if I can stay and making sure I'm in camera here, guys. So one thing I try to do is I always test fit, and sometimes you just got to use your dang fingers. Little buggers. And this is where, that patience comes in, because you're like, come on now. So actually what I'm going to do is get a little drop of CA in there. Clean the lid off. Darn CA glue. I even wipe it down after I use it, and it's still, so be aware, guys. It's not just you, it happens to me too. I wipe the tip off, and it wants to keep playing the games. So, trying to clean it without cutting any more of it off, because I really don't want to. So I like having that little hole. And if you do use your X-Acto knife to try to clean that tip out, make sure you get it wiped down. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the glue to the back, just a dab, just like so. Then I'm gonna make sure I got it going the right way, like so. And then that little bit of glue is going to help me get it into the right orientation. And then I just kind of check the back, making sure. Yeah, I know. You start playing with things, and then they start doing that. And I do that. Alright, let's try this again. like so, and like so. Maybe sometimes just working with these things can be their own pain in the butt headache. Then I just kind of want to check on the back and make sure it's in the right spot, like so. Double look. So yeah, that's the fun part, guys. You're just trying to get these things to noodle in, and sometimes they just don't want to noodle. Come on. But you have to get these painted before, so you can put them in, and that's that. There we go. So let me try this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on here, just to get it seated. And there. Okay. Maybe too much. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go with that right now, and I'm gonna keep working on these, and I'll come back and share that with you. But yeah, I'm gonna do when I go to start doing the dry brushing and the weathering, I would be back. But be you know, be a little you're gonna have to be a little finicky to get these guys in the right spot. And sometimes what I do, let me find the piece and I'll share it with you. Okay, so what I mean by that is, so I've got the, let me zoom out just a bit more so I can keep it in camera for you guys. So I've got that panel on the side, and then just getting it lined up, that way I can make sure that the angle looks right on them and that they're where they need to be. They're not leaning down too far or too, yeah, I was looking at it again, sorry. Just to check and test. So there is that. So I'm going to finish getting these exhaust pipes on, or manifolds on, and then we'll go to start working on the main part of the engine, getting that done up and weathered, and start getting things put together. So let me keep working, and I'll come back and I'll share with it when I got more to share. Alright, well, I'm starting to get more of the look. So what I did here is I left the black, but I dry brushed T.B.I. Just out of here. Oh yeah, sorry. The XF12. This is the JN Gray. I like it. It's got that kind of blue hue. So that's where that is. And then once these guys dry, then I'm gonna dry brush the cockpit green. So do that. But one of the things I want to show you, if I have never showed you guys what I mean by dry brushing, or if you know, or if you haven't tried it yet because you're, I don't know. But so with these things, especially like in the inside of the engine area and all that, while the green looks great, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's not, because these things will work on. So basically, I've got a angle flat brush, and I've already dipped it in. And basically, the best way to do this, again, is just don't go crazy. Don't try to do anything. Be random, but you know, just do some light, and I mean light. Don't try to, you know, go crazy with it. But you know, just where you feel like it looks good. And if I'm not on camera, I'm sorry, but let me see if I can get that. So there's that. Not much, just a little. And again, you know, one thing you really want to do is make sure you've got quite a bit of that paint out, because if you don't, you'll do like I've done before and just put a whole gab of silver on. But like I said, the other thing is be mindful of how heavy your stroke is, because you don't want it to be crazy. And I just wanted to pick up some of the highlights, like so. Sorry if I can't keep it in there for you guys. But that's all I'm doing, is just picking up highlights. Nothing over crazy, but just highlights like that. So this is this. And let's see if I can get this down enough that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, take it out just a bit. There we go. Okay, so again, I just load the brush, and you have a paper towel or whatever, and then get it, taken down quite a ways, and then find what works best for you, but definitely not that. And then, like I said, you see, I am barely putting any pressure on. I'm just letting it, find its own spot, pick up the highlights. Nothing crazy. Because if I wanted it to look all steel or aluminum or whatever, I would have just painted it that way. And again, just doing that, just giving it a little love. Not much, just a little. And there we go. And I'm not doing the, I'm going to do a little bit on these guys, but not go crazy. And the only thing I'm really going to do is just barely. Just give it a little something. Not going absolute crazy. Just give it a little something. But then, like, the under engine supports, there's a lot of area you can add that needed detail. But like I said, just don't go nuts on it. I mean, just kind of like so. And do it. And then once this gets dry, I'm going to seal it in with gloss. And then I'm going to go back in and weather it with that T.B.I panel line. And just again. And what I'm using, I'm sorry guys if I didn't, I'm using the Vallejo metallic air seal. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you. There you go, guys. And this is what I'm using. And like I said, I'm not being crazy. I'm just trying to pick up a little bit of the highlight. Nothing drastic. Just a little bit of that. And then I'll do the same thing on the main engine when I get the green on there. And the great thing about dry brushing, you give it about an hour and it should be really good because it's not thick paint, it's not crazy paint. Oh, forgot these guys. Oops. And yes, there they all are on there. And yeah, I forgot these guys. So I'm gonna put them on and go, what the heck? Didn't I weather didn't I get those somewhat done? But yeah. And like I said, I'm not going absolutely nuts. And I'm definitely not doing anything on the exhaust for much of it because that's just super heated. So it's not gonna, it's gonna be that dirty burnt iron. So again, just doing a little bit of that. And do a little bit on the back side just in case. A lot of it, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to get back to doing more work and I'll be back. Alright guys, got most of the cage together. Sorry, camera zoomed in again, but yeah, that was fun getting all those little pipes and everything ran. But also, I went at, like I said, I did a dry brush on the cockpit green, and then I did silver, so I'll let you guys see that. And then I forgot I had these until I made new paint booths and stuff to hold. But this is the Vallejo Pigments Earthen Oxide. So I went with the natural iron oxide, and it gave it that nice, awesome, just squared away look. I mean, looks like this is now a used, it's been flown a lot. And what I wanted to share with you guys, because I told you I'm still working on them. Let me zoom out here for you. Let me see if I can bring that up. Got the Sentinel sphere done, and I think it's got a nice reflectivity to it. So what I did there, guys, the first time I did it, I just, I did the gloss black, or the semi-gloss black, and then I painted the chrome over it. Well, it just wasn't popping to me, so I went back and I hit it with flat white. Then I, after that dried, I hit it with the chrome again. And after I was happy with the paint job, I took and I had everything masked off. I took and I sealed that layer in of chrome with my gloss coat, and after that was all good and dry, then I went again and put another layer of chrome on, and that really seemed to help. It definitely got that nice shine to it. And the reason I did that, because even, you know, you do one coat and you gloss it over, you seal it, it wasn't giving that reflectiveness. So I went ahead and you know, I just went back and I kept it out here. I mean, quite a ways. I just wanted it to get in there, and yeah, I'm really liking that. And so yeah, so I'm gonna keep working on finishing up some touch-ups before I get everything masked away and start painting the tall man's face. But yeah, sorry, my camera, but see if I can get it. Yeah, that's a nice reflectivity. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, guys. And I know I was gonna, you know, I was gonna keep doing a build by build, and I promise I'm going to. There's just certain things that are just, you do not want to watch me do. Trust me, like gluing parts together. But like I said, I really like how that really came out well. I think that is just amazing. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll come back and I'll share it, because I'll go ahead and do the same thing I did to the engine with this here in a minute, and get some more things taken care of. So I will return. Hey guys, so like I said, I'm using the, let me see if I can keep it in focus, because I got everything so close up. Okay, this is the Vallejo pigment I'm using, the iron oxide. Now, sorry, kind of zoomed out. Let me zoom out there so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did with the engine. Now I have, this is a nice big bristle flat brush. So all I do is I just get it in there, and then the biggest thing for myself I've done is I make sure to get all that excess off. Okay, now let's kind of get zoomed in here. So yeah, and then basically just, you know, find whatever way is comfortable and the easiest way to get into it, and just start going. And with that, because it's because everything's kind of together, just gonna take a little bit. But yeah, and then I really just get it in there. And sometimes I knock too much off, which really sucks sometimes, but yeah. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to get out of camera there. But as you can see, and give me just a second and I'll show you. So this is the side that I haven't done yet, and there is that side I did. So you can definitely see that uniqueness, that differential, and man, does it really help. And just keep, you know, that's just kind of what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep just doing that, and can't seem to see in camera for you guys, sorry about that. And I'm just kind of, and if you think you get too much, don't worry, you can always go back and you can brush it down if you think you got too much on there. Yeah, so again, just like I'm doing, I'm just kind of, you know, giving it a little bit more texture, a little bit more life, help bring out some of the shadows better. And you know, just help pick out some of that a little more. And so okay, let me zoom this out so I don't go so far with you. Okay, so there it is. Let's see if I can get that in there a little bit better. And so it just looks like, yes, this is an actual aircraft part. You know, this is, it's not got that, oh, right out of the toy box look. And to give homage to this amazing plane, yeah, I definitely want to get a little bit more. So I really like how that, I love finding that. Man, the things I find when I start cleaning up the bench. Alright guys, well I'm going to get back to it, and when I come back I will show you and share with you what I have got finished. Okay, so first things first. I tried the bag thing and it just wasn't working, so went back to my favorite, the tape, but got his head. Oh, let's see if I can get it up there enough so you can see. Got everything pretty well squared away. So happy with that. So I will be starting that soon. Then turn away, tell him in. Then here it is. The engine housing and everything is now. Well, I got to put on another couple of those. Okay, try to do that again. But these guys are now good to go. So I really love that. Give me just a second, guys. I got to find where that fell. Those two fell. I hate this sometimes. All right, let me look at find those real quick, and then I'll be right back. Well, I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging. I thought it fell off when the other one fell off, and so I went back and watched the video, and well, when that one fell off and I got it, the other one was gone. But when I took it over to do the matte coat, it was there. But I'll find it. It's here in the studio. So, but other thing I didn't share with you guys is I didn't have to glue the back firewall. Basically, I had to glue parts of it, but of the engine. But the engine just screws right in, and you can get it down nice and tight. But not too shabby. I really do like how that came out. So, yay! So, more is now done on the Spitfire. More complicated part. Pretty much, it's getting there. I mean, gotta get started. You know, I'm gonna get doing more painting, but yeah, it's starting to get there. And then I'll go into. I've been watching a lot of artists and builders on YouTube, and I have a really good idea, but I wanted to, you know, just keep refreshing, keep learning. And I actually, this one guy, and I will share it in the, you know, in the intro writing I do. But this guy, he's really good, and he kind of took my mind a different direction, at least for doing faces and figures. Where, you know, especially big like him, you know, they'll go to just get, you know, go with the rattle can and get her primed and get her going. But watching his technique, he actually airbrushed the primer on, and I agree with him on it, because rattle can, while it's still good, it can get rid of a lot of the minute small details, and I don't want to get rid of all that. I want to keep that flowing. So yeah, so next up is get this primed, and yeah, and because I had that face masked off, I was doing the other, but so I'm gonna get this guy primed up and keep going. But yeah, I will definitely, when I get started on this, I will share, because like I said, now we're officially now to winter storm warning, and just to share with you guys, let's see what it says. Winter storm warning is now in effect. Blah blah blah. The only job that you can get 90%, you can be wrong 95% of the time in fire. So, just to share with you guys, so it's going from 6 Central Standard Time till 6 tomorrow evening. And what we can expect, we could have up to total snow accumulations between 4 to 8 inches. Well, when they say 4 to 8 inches and winds gusting 50 miles, those things are going to start drifting. But yeah, it is what it is. That's why I like living here. I do it. So, yeah, so not too shabby. So let me get some things turned around. I mean, I'm going to keep looking for that exhaust port. I know it's in here. But see if I can get some more painting down and done. So I will come back when I get ready to start doing Tall Man more. Okay guys, I'm not going to make you sit here while I do the whole prime, but what I'm using is neutral gray. I mean, I got Vallejo primers, but I like a lot of this, and I've had bad luck with that Vallejo primer. But basically all I'm doing, and like I said, I love it, is it just gets in there. And I gotta get a better light for my studio. But I can definitely start to see and do a little harder, you know. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of color into this. Well, in the end, but but just making sure I'm getting everything that needs to be done. And like I said, I really do kind of like this a lot. This is nice. And as you can see, I don't keep my airbrush. I never keep my airbrush right up there. Some things I will, but a lot of things I won't. And make sure I get it turned so I get all the spots that you sometimes don't always think about. But let's see if you can actually, let me change that. You can start to see. So here's where I did that, and then here's where I didn't. But if I can get it a little closer, you can still see that none of that detail's been lost. So hey, I'll take it. You know, starships, planes, a lot of things like that I can add a lot of detail back into. But when it comes to these great people that make these casts and do these, I do not want to infringe on their great work. So. Getting the nose, under the eyes, in there, all that fun jazz. And like I said, I mean, it's so great. I mean, it hasn't lost any detail. I really like that. So I'm going to keep working on it, and I will be back when I get it done. Alright, first part is now done. But yeah, I like that. I mean, you can really still see the pores in the tall man's skin. You can see that distinguishedness, and then yes, I'm gonna go in and start doing pre-shading, and then after that we'll keep going. But I'm gonna head upstairs now, call it a day. My granddaughter is over to spend some time with her papa. So yeah, but hey, not a bad day. Got the engine housing done for the Spitfire. Got the sphere ball, the Sentinel sphere ball, reflecting really awesome, and got primer on Tall Man's face. So, all right, guys. Well, like I said, I'm gonna call it a night and just take a break and walk away before I start doing anything. And then, oh crap, I should have just walked away an hour ago. So, with that, have a great night, and I'll see you. I'll be back tomorrow with tell you how much snow we got overnight and how much is still snowing. Have a good night. Well, happy Friday, guys, and thought I'd share with that storm we got last night. It didn't stop snowing until about 9 o'clock today, 9 o'clock this morning, but look at the snow, right? My gosh. And that pile, we added probably 2 feet more, 3 feet more, but you can see we've had a really good amount of snowfall this year and last year. But yeah, I had to come out and take care of getting things shoveled and cleaned up. But yeah, just a wee bit of a snow. So yeah, it was a fun morning trying to get everything cleaned up. And if you can see that over there, see that path? Let me see if I can get you to see it, because it's kind of hard to. Okay, so that path right there, that we keep digging out for our post person, and there's probably about a half a foot of snow on that, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of snow, and so it was fun. I'm ready to go back inside now, but just wanted to share that storm with you guys, and now back to the bench. All right, back inside now and warmed up. Like I said, it is later in the afternoon than I wanted to, but it took. I got out there about 9 a.m. and my son came out about 30 minutes later after he got some breakfast, and we did my driveway, sidewalk, and in between the house, and then we went over to my next door neighbors and helped them get their driveway, sidewalk, and front of their house and side of their house done. So yeah, so we had a good, it was a good bonding thing. So yeah, I'm happy we did that. I mean, yes, shoveling snow sucks sometimes. Snow blowers are definitely worth it, but we got the time, just him and Dad, so yay. So right now I'm just doing a couple of fixes on the engine housing. I tried test fitting it, and it was not being happy with me on it, so I had to go back and kind of look at things and Made a couple of fixes and putting a little bit more CA in. And then hopefully before I shut down this afternoon or later here, I can at least get this into the Spitfire body. And my printer is now going again. I have done some, one of the reasons I got the printer is so I could do better holding my paints more organized instead of the wood shelves you saw. So I'll share that with you guys. It's a mess, but I will share that with you. So I got those done, and my plan is to at least get the black on Tall Man today, start highlighting that, and get the engine into the Spitfire. So let me pull the camera down and I will show you the new paint organizing system that I printed out. Give me just a minute. Sorry hand, but so I've got Vallejo, and there is let's see, 4 rows, 5 across, so there's 20 per thing. And then yes, I got them all over here. Let me unplug that real quick and just move over here and zoom out. Oh, that's zooming in. But yes, so I was able to get those a little bit organized, and then I used, let's see if I can clear that. I used this print file that I got for the T.B.I 10 milliliters, and I blew it up 120% so I could put in my bigger bottles, you know, for 23 milliliters. But yay, it's organized, it's getting there. Now it's not like I got everything, I got a little bit more space to work in. Alright, so snow removal and organizing paint. Now it's time back to get back to the builds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is called pre-shading, and if you've never seen me do pre-shading, please go back and look. I've done a lot on starships and aircraft and tanks and other things. But what pre-shading does, so as you can see the texture here, I'm not going to go, I'm not definitely doing all black, but I want to highlight, I want to deepen the shadowing that's going to happen, just to give it a little bit more oomph. So brush is loaded. Yep, brush is loaded. Just making sure I got everything set and ready. You know me. Okay, just do this right now. So the biggest thing about pre-shading is it doesn't have to be exact, okay? You don't have to go, oh my god, it's way over, it's over, oh no, no. Don't worry about that, guys. So basically, like I said, see if I can keep it in camera here for you, is I'm just gonna start like this. I just want to start getting the detail, or highlighting the detail. So basically that's, you know, what I'm doing. I'm just starting to get into the shadows. Like I said, I'm not going crazy on it, as you'll see. Let me turn this around. I know this guy's so big, but as you can see, I just want to start isolating and helping bring things out better. Keep going like that. And then, you know, definitely around the hairline a little bit, and then down in the neck. And then right here on the chin, as you can see, I just wanting to bring that out a little more. So, I'm double looking, a little bit more on the nose. So, yeah, and that's basically, I'm going to still do the scalp, but I'm not going to make you guys, I'm going to do the hair, but I'm not going to make you guys watch. So as you can see, I'm starting to build in and help define that definition. So let me get finished with doing it, and I'll come back and show you how it looks. So, there we go. And yes, I went a little heavier on the hairs because I want to really get in because this sculpts so great. I mean, you can really just, so you can see that. But yeah. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do after this is good and dry is I'm going to go over with white. Just to highlight the high points and all that. And then we'll get started on the other. But I got to let this get dry a bit. So I'm going back over to the Spitfire now. Let's see if I can get that dang engine housing into the plane. Okay, so check that out. Not bad. Still got a little work to do, but it's getting there. And I started getting these guys ready. Like I said, they're still. Yeah, let's see. Let's just see really quick. Yeah, something like that, but I still got more work to do. And I also got the underneath done. And I'm not going to go real crazy with it because, you know, still got things to do, but I'm going to have to take a look at that. But that's kind of how it's going to be right there. And always test fit, and yeah, you know how it is. So there's that done. Cool. So that's there, and like I said, I need to start doing the white on the tall man. But hey, not too shabby. Let me put that back there for you. So let me zoom just a bit. That is actually really, neat. Also, I got the wing parts, these guys in finished, and yeah, so I'm being very happy right now. Not too bad having this at such a late start to the day because of the snow, but hey, you know how it is. Alright, let me get some things cleaned up, guys. Okay guys, it's getting time to shut down so I can get the video together, but here's the look for the week's work. Let me try not to get in the shadow there so you guys could see. Sorry. Get over here. Now I don't think I got to show you guys the underneath. Sorry. Trying to do. There we go. So yeah, not too bad. And then tall man base is all done. I'm just keeping everything covered up, but started getting his. I'm working on the face. I've got the primer done. Now I've got the shading, pre-shading done. But yeah, it's getting pretty cool. So with that, guys, have a great and safe weekend. Have a great and safe week next week, and I will. And I will see you back here on the bench.